Imagine this. You're alone in the middle of an endless ocean. No land, no signal, no hope. Only a raft made of wooden planks, and the sea trying to swallow you every single day. This isn't a movie plot. It's a true story of a man who survived 133 days in the open sea. A story of unbelievable endurance, will to live, and a mind stronger than fear. This is the story of Poon Lim. The year is 1942. The world is in flames. World War II is raging. A Chinese sailor, Poon Lim, serves aboard the British cargo ship Ben Lomond, carrying supplies across the Atlantic Ocean. The ship is unarmed, slow, an easy target for German submarines. November 13, 1942, the day that would change Poon Lim's life forever. Suddenly, an explosion. A torpedo fired by the German submarine U-172 tears through the ship's hull. The vessel begins to sink. Panic, screams, freezing water. Most of the crew perish within minutes, but Poon Lim manages to grab hold of a life raft, a small wooden square, barely 2 meters across, and so begins his ordeal. 133 days alone at sea. At first, he had a small supply of food and water, a few tins of biscuits, a little sugar, some lemon juice, and a lantern. He rationed his meals carefully, 1 spoonful a day. But soon everything was gone. The thirst became unbearable. The burning sun scorched his skin. Salt water cracked his lips and stung his wounds. Poon realized if he didn't act, he would die. So he began to improvise. He made fishing hooks from wire, baited them with nails, caught fish with his bare hands, and collected rainwater in empty tin cans. One day he caught a seagull. He drank its blood just to stay alive. From that moment on, Poon Lim understood. He now lived by the laws of the ocean. Every day was a battle. The ocean, merciless. The sun, his enemy. And the night, endless. Sometimes ships passed by in the distance, but none noticed the tiny raft. Once a German submarine came close. The sailors looked at him through their binoculars and then simply sailed away, leaving him alone in the vast sea. He lost track of time. His face was burned, his hands covered in blisters, but his mind stayed clear. Every day he marked the passing of time, cutting small notches into the wood of his raft. It was the only thing keeping him sane. Poon Lim turned his small raft into a true floating home. He stretched a piece of cloth to shield himself from the burning sun, built a fish trap and a container to collect rainwater. He even figured out how to desalinate seawater using only evaporation and condensation, without any tools or equipment. When storms came, he tied himself to the raft with a rope. Sometimes the waves flipped him over again and again, but every time he climbed back up, gathered the wreckage, and rebuilt his raft from scratch. This man became living proof that the human mind can conquer even the power of nature. 133 days later, in April 1943, Brazilian fishermen spotted a strange shape on the horizon. It was him, exhausted, emaciated, but alive. When they pulled him aboard, he weighed less than 60 kilograms. His skin was peeling, his eyes shining with exhaustion. But he smiled. He had survived. The British Admiralty was astonished. After verifying his story, they decided to improve all life-saving equipment, using the very ideas Poon Lim had invented on his tiny raft. After the war, Poon Lim moved to America and lived a long life. When journalists asked him how he managed to survive, he always gave the same simple answer: I didn't want to die. I didn't let myself think that I would die. His story is a reminder to all of us. Even when it feels like everything is lost, as long as your mind is alive, you still have a chance.